As we are finishing off 2024 here in the next couple of weeks or so, I'm reminded that the month of January is typically a very tricky month for the markets. And while I think we're still going to have a bid in the underlying US equity market next year, I think the opportunity set is going to become much more diverse, meaning there's going to be more opportunities and more volatility from a trading perspective. More specifically, as we look towards January, I am reminded of a couple of things that are taking place, and this is actually something that's not visible on charts, even though we can all see that the S&P 500 here is hockey sticking from the low left to the upper right. What I'm referring to here is something that has to do with sentiment. And if we look at sentiment here, this is a study that came out, I think about a week ago or so, and essentially what we're seeing is that the U.S. consumer has, according to this statistic, never been as bullish on U.S. stocks given their forecast for income. Basically, if you look at the dark blue line, that's their forecast. That's how bullish they are on U.S. equities. They've never been this bullish, yet the outlook for income isn't looking all that rosy. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because this is just one thing that could cause some sort of a pullback at some point in January, possibly even in the first half of January. The other thing has a lot more to do with essentially institutional investors that are probably not going to take a lot of gains this year for tax reasons. They don't want to pay on taxes this year. So it could be something that they might start doing in January, at least to some extent, and that can snowball. And again, I'm not expecting here the markets to completely fall apart, but 10% of pullbacks is a very normal thing to see in any given year. We even had it in this 2024 year, which was an abnormally low volatile year once again after 2 years. And so I'm just reminded that markets tend to take that stair-step approach higher. That's the escalator. So if you look at the markets here on the actually I'll show you this like this, the S&P 500 here on the right, and this is actually even a weekly chart. We just look at this on a daily chart, you can see even better. So again, you can see that staircase or that escalator, right? Just higher highs and higher lows, and tends to step higher. Literally, you can look, it's like a staircase. However, when we get these corrective periods, and again, we could easily see one in January, markets decline very quickly. It's an escalator going down, an elevator going down, escalator up, elevator down. Again, I'm not saying this to scare people. I'm saying this so people are prepared for what I think is going to be a very different year next year, one with a ton of volatility. I call it the year of the trader. Literally, that's what we're calling it, 2025, the year of the trader, full of opportunity. But again, into January, it's something I want to be mindful of, the possibility of some sort of a pullback at some point in January because of portfolio managers maybe taking some profits that they're not taking here in 2024 because of all the gains. Hope it helps. See you in the next video.